Yeah, hi, my name's Bruce, down here for Powercruise, the first one in New Zealand. It's just fantastic. You have to be here to believe it. Racing up against all the imports, all the V8s that you don't normally get to see. You know, nice central location, and the track is awesome. Goes extremely well, handles good when it's skidding, which is good for the power skid. And I've had a bit of a practice yesterday and gave it everything, and it stays nice and straight. Well, feels straight in the car. And gonna try a bit of squeeze today just to give it a bit extra if I think it's gonna grip, and try and beat everyone else in the amount of distance I can do.
Now, Bruce thought hitting the nitrous halfway through the run would be a good idea. Apparently not. But he was still over the finish line, and that gave him the win.
Oh, I hit that loss button and it was all over. You just let go and I couldn't hold it in there and just hang on for the ride.
Too much power, eh?
A little bit.
Not enough.
No HP sticker though, eh?
Yeah.
Never mind.
And after his pants-staining, crowd-pleasing run, Bruce stepped up and showed us how he really should have done it. So after the Kiwis had showed their wares in the competition section, up stepped the undisputed Powerskid Jedi Master, Gup. And this awe-inspiring 600+ metre run apparently gave Gup some sort of world record.
I started a little bit later. I made sure I started on the bitumen that time because it's starting on the concrete's too slippery. It won't spool up fast enough. But it just made it just past the 650 mark. Less 50 metres at the start, so it's a 600 one. So it was good. Smoked all the way. The marks will be there for a little while longer. So I'm excited. I love it.
Smith's Group has car care products for you. The Ultimate Maguire's Pack and the new line Extreme Performance range. To win these great products, just go to v8.co.nz and hit win stuff. Our friends at Smith's Group were proud to support Powercruise with prizes in many of the show and shine classes. Best paint was taken out by a car with a distinct lack of shine.
Oh, it's a satin, about the same shine as an eggshell. Just to have a little bit of shine in there, so it's not like a blackboard. A lot of patience and some very careful spraying, making sure you get it on even. We've got a bare metal stripe in the side as well that goes the full length of the car. Shows how straight it is.
Car's a Rambler Ambassador. It's an ex-hearse, and I've just put the big block Chrysler in it. It's 500 cubes, so I've got that 1071 on there. Later on next year or something, I'd quite like to have a bit of a dabble around with some ethanol and do all my own fabrication and just do everything in-house. I've had it for probably around 22 years. Just have a heap of fun with it, try and do heaps of different things with it.
And one of the different things he tried on the day was the off-street drags. Old school racing, a flag start, no timing, just first to the finish.
I've had my car for 11 years. I bought it off Danny Rush. I started with a 351 and went 10.7 and decided to stroke it some years later and went 10.1. This year I'm hoping for a 9.9. I put a trans brake in it. Powercruise is very, very good. I've been in the dyno and the powerskids, yeah, and not the drifting, just around the track, yeah, very good. Done about 30 miles, more miles than I've ever done on the weekend. The car's set up more for the flag drop than anything. We'll have a little bit of a skid, but I get pretty good traction here. The day's fairly warm and there'll be a bit of rubber down from the other people, and I hope to get a bit of traction. I'll need to with the car next door to me. Oh, 383 Ford, it's about 580 horsepower. Have fun, lovely day, lovely weekend. You can do it a bit legally, drifted a bit, but she's a bit violent. You've got to watch things. You can spin out very, very easy.
Getting back to the off-street drags, let's take a look at some of the top competitors on the day. Starting with national drag racing champion Wayne Grimmer, who brought along his brutal big block Cuda.
This is a different sort of racing than I'm used to. No burnouts, flag start, but
It seems to be a lot of fun. It's a 604, about 930 horse, so I'm going to try and take it easy off the line.
Wayne lined up against the 67 Camaro of Doug Stewart.
Here we go, set.
Good start, but like a lot of competitors, traction was a problem. Or maybe because he's on a road course, Wayne decided to add some corners into the track. Either way, a late rally couldn't save him, and Stewart took the win. So to the top 8 of the off-street drags. Mike Black put some bigger rubber on the back of his ute, but still couldn't get any traction, and unfortunately was beaten by Kevin Boyd in his Supra, which had a cold. Achoo! Mark Hudson, who we met before, lined up in his Capri against Alec Lovell, third place getter from the Powerskids. Traction was a problem for both cars, but at the end it was the V8 RX-7 that snuck to the line first. Doug Stewart in his gorgeous early Camaro, we do like those early Camaros, took on Father's Day Drags finalist Aaron Jenkins in his big block yellow Monaro. With only 200 metres to play with, Jenkins couldn't really bring out the nitrous, so had to give way to the supercharger of Stewart. So into the semi-finals, and it was an all-Asian affair with a Mazda up against the Toyota. At least one of them had a V8 in it. There you go, you saw the result. The rice burner won. So to the other semi, and it was Stewart in the Camaro up against the 34 Chev driven by a mystery driver whose name I don't have. Maybe it was the Stig. But either way, Stewart cruised to another win and set up a final against the Supra, whose only reference to V8 was on the licence plate, but we thought we'd better talk to him anyway.
They certainly wouldn't like my number plate either.
Yeah.
It's just got a Master Power T70 turbo under there and a few little mods.
It's a 502 with a 871 blower and nitrous.
Got to have that nitrous, eh?
Might need it now. No, definitely Chev, man.
So who's your money on in the final? Well, I would have been with Doug, but his start was absolute cabbage, and some of you might want to look away as the Supra takes an easy win. So congratulations to Kevin Boyd, whose combination of light car and big turbo makes him the Powercruise off-street drag champion. All jokes aside though, it was great to see the V8 and the import fraternity getting together and having a great time. No trouble, lots of fun. Powercruise, you do it so well. And we'll be back with more from Powercruise next week, including the burnout competitions, the dyno shootout, and more of the really cool cars and interesting people that made it happen. NZV8 magazine Christmas issue. Check out this mental 1,000 horsepower Cuda convertible. The Central Muscle cars are back on New Zealand tracks with round 1 from Manfield. You've just seen all about it, now you can read all about it. Powercruise from Taupo. And with the NZ DRA season about to get underway, we check out Ross Taylor and his championship-winning 56 Chevy door slammer. And all this fun on NZV8 TV has been brought to you by Smiths Group, suppliers of leading automotive brands, and NAC Insurance. Not quite standard? Well, neither are they. Check them out on nac.co.nz. And the question to our answer at the beginning of the show? Well, it's the equation for working out horsepower, of course. Duh. NZV8 TV. Only 2 more shows before Christmas.